Of the 20-minute trader. We have 20 minutes counting down from now. 10 minutes time we have non-farm payroll news which is coming out, which is going to be very, very important for dollar markets or anything that's affected by the dollar. So I am basically not trading today, but I know the trades that I'm already in might get affected by the non-farm payroll results. We've also got unemployment rate as well. So let's see what happens. The last results were positive for gold and silver, negative for the dollar. So let's see what happens today. Let's move over to the across to the calendar actually and have a look. Okay, so this is Forex Factory, where I'll be getting my figures from live in a few minutes time. Okay, so it's 1:30 UK time is when the results will come out. Now, because I'm looking for gold and I'm searching for silver, I am really thinking there might be a negative figure here, which if it is red on this, I mean, we've got average hourly earnings. That's three bits of big news really for the US dollar. So we've got average hourly earnings. You know, previously it was 0.4%, and it's forecast for 0.3%. So possibility it might be the same, which will have no effect. Now, non-farm employment change, I mean, it's going from 261k to 200k. So that if this is a red figure, if it's less than 200k, then that will potentially be bad for the dollar, good for gold. But it might, if it's a green figure, it could potentially be good for the dollar and bad for gold. Now, unemployment rate, again, if it's the same, if it's 3.7%, then it depends really about these two figures here, the non-farm employment change and the unemployment rate together. If one's red and one's green, then nothing might happen. It all depends really what's stronger at the time. So we've got 7 minutes left. Right, so let's have a quick look at the charts anyway. I am going to move over to gold. See, gold has actually broken out and broke through just about 1800 yesterday, which is very positive for the precious metal. Silver, again, is looking good. So I've got a trade on here on this demo account, which I did in my last video, which is up $1,700 at the moment, and the long position on Euro Kiwi is in a minus $400 at the moment. So I'm really waiting on those two, see what happens. On my main trading account, I have actually locked in some of the silver profits. So I've got 2 trades running, and I've gone in at silver. I got in at okay, I've got quite a few trades on with silver at the moment. Now, I can't move this chart onto the screen you're seeing at the moment because I'm trading on MetaTrader over here. Can you see that? No, you can't see that one. But basically what I've got is I've got a trade here, 2 trades here. So I've got in around about here. Don't know if you can see that. And I've got another trade higher up as well. So I came out of one earlier with a profit nice chunky profit. It was one of the lower ones because I locked in. I had 2 trades running, which were in big profit, and one of the trades I wanted to let one of them breathe, and I also wanted to let the other one lock in some profits. So I locked in about 80% of the profits on that and put the stop loss with my Fibonacci level using the Fibonacci retracement tool to decide on where I was going to put my stop loss, and I put it a little bit less than the 50% on the last cycle, and yes, it did come down and stop me out, and I took my profit on that particular trade. So like I say, I've got 4 other trades running at the moment on silver. So we'll see what happens to gold in the next few minutes, because gold is going to potentially, I mean, we've got to remember as well, technically, gold should really pull back. You know, it's been up, it's touched 1800, it's broken through a bit, gone up to 1803, and it's started to sort of teeter off a bit. So really, I'm expecting tonight's close to be possibly around about, on gold, possibly around 1780-ish, maybe. That's what I'm expecting. But it all depends on that news. If the news is very positive for gold and negative for the dollar, then gold might just continue going up and break through and close above 1800. I mean, that would be very, very positive for gold. And obviously, silver tends to follow gold most of the time. Not all the time, some of the time. Well, generally, most of the time. But you can see that you know, silver again is doing a similar sort of thing to gold, starting to sort of possibly teeter off. So if this was a real trade, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lock in some profits on here. So I'm going to get the stop loss, I'm going to drag it up, I'm going to lock in 50% of my profits, which is just under 745. So there you go. So that's now locked in. So I've locked in some profits there on silver. Now, I can also look at the Fibonacci levels and see it's just where I draw that Fibonacci level from. Okay, the 4 hours not clear enough, but if we're looking at trading on the 1 hour chart, the Fibonacci potentially, if you look at where it's retraced back to on the previous cycle, it's retraced back to, well, between the 50% and the 38.2%. Sorry, no, it has, yeah, between the 38.2 and the 23%. So it's approximately 30% retracement there on the previous cycle. So if we move that up, let me go to here, move that to there. Yeah, okay. So non-farm payroll just come out, the markets are dropping. Where's the figures? Okay, so what we're going to get, okay, silver is dropping. Okay, so yeah, very good results. So this is not good for gold. Okay, so I am now going to close out some profits for gold and silver. Let's just close out all my profit. Everything's in profit, basically. Like 2,000. Okay. Okay, right. Gold, yeah, bloody hell. Ugh. Okay, so obviously we've seen a big rally in the dollar because of this. So we go to the DXY, the Dixie. DXY in. So this will be rallying. Yeah, see, that's what happens when non-farm payroll is positive. And unemployment rate is the same, you see. So, but it might not be that much of a problem for gold because we might just see that spike up and then down again. If we look at where the dollar index is, in the whole grand scheme of things, we are due for a pullback. That's the other thing to think about. You see? So every cycle down here, we are looking at a pullback here. So anyway, I've banked a load of profits, luckily, on those silver trades. So yeah, so that's in the last 24 hours. Yeah, it's just under 5,000. So let's see. So this obviously got locked out with my profits as well, because I did lock in just before the news, because I knew things were going to be volatile one way or the other. I mean, gold is, I mean, if you look at this on the 5-minute chart, I mean, it's just fallen off the edge of a cliff, as they say. But I'm not worried. Mid to long term, I'm still bullish on gold. It's just the way the market reacts in these situations. Look at how high that is. How high. That's created a new high on. So obviously we've got market open in 55 minutes from now. Let's see what happens with that. Obviously the 1-minute chart is going to present more buying opportunities, which in a way is good. It's unlikely that it's going to carry on going up above 1800 at the moment. So what we've got to do really now, so I've actually drawn a box here to buy again, potentially. So I'll be interested in gold. If gold comes back down to this price, and it has, it's touched it, but I'm going to watch it for a bit. I want to see a bit more confirmation that it's stopped coming down before I buy again, really. I mean, I could have placed a pending order down here, and it would have spiked me in if it was there, but I probably would have placed it at 1775 actually. So if we don't break 1775 level today, if we close tonight above 1775, I'm okay. I think that's it's just going to turn into a natural pullback for gold. Because all you have to do is look at the fact that nothing goes up forever and nothing comes down forever. So when it comes to the fact that gold has been so bullish over the last couple of weeks, look at these daily bars, they're massive. Yesterday was a huge daily bar, but it's also still sitting at 1785, you see. So I'm going to move that, probably move that level actually down to 1750. Because it's always good to zoom out of a chart, see what happens, zoom out, have a look. We've got 4 minutes left of our 20 minutes today. Now, what's happened with stocks? Nothing, because, okay, pre-market is going to open in 55 minutes. On Coinbase at a lower level of about just under $2. Netflix is on my buy radar, on my watch list, and it's come down a bit, so that's probably going to come down a bit more due to the news. Now space, yeah, all the stocks are pre-market lower. Okay, so it's all because of, I mean, they all are. Microsoft, yeah, they're all doing the same things, you see. Some are doing it more than others. And it's all because of that dollar, you see. It's the thing. If the dollar can move that much in the last 5 minutes, then that's going to affect all the other markets related to the dollar. Simple as that, really. And this is a dollar on its own, dollar the Dixie, dollar indice. But you can see already, okay, it spiked up. It might close on the hour at a lower level. Or it might just carry on going up, who knows. But the majority of my trades are out the market now. So the last 24 hours, so it's 5,000 today. Hi Abby, I'm just doing a live video. I'll be call back in about 2 minutes. Again, I'm just about to finish. Oh, brilliant. Okay, thank you. Cheers, bye. So yeah, it's really watching the charts, seeing what's happening. Look, there goes gold. I mean, it's obviously fallen off the edge of a cliff, but it may have stabilised. It may have done. I think it'll probably come down a bit further, to be honest. It's more likely it's going to, but it's just showing really that even with, you know, positive results of non-farm payroll, very positive results, that's going to push gold down, but it's still at 1786, 1787. So, okay, we're only 10 minutes in, but look, it's coming back up. So it's sort of moved. That's a leg down, and that leg happened in 1 minute. So it only really moved in 1 minute. So that's telling me, okay, that's not bad as far as gold goes. And then silver the same. Okay, now we're out of all of our silver trades now. And I'm not going to go back in until Monday. Well, potentially Monday, Tuesday, whenever. But I want to see a bit more of a pullback, better price on the 4-hour chart. You know, it's very bullish, and we might see this happen. Obviously, I mean, trend trading, we've got our phase 1, we've got our phase 2, which is not really that apparent when it comes to gold and silver, but fundamentally driven, that's what gold and silver might do. That's what silver might do. So I might go with a buy around here if it does come down to there, but we'll see. You've got to get a feel for these markets, and that concludes my today's video on. Here we are. That concludes today's video on non-farm payroll and the trades that I'm in with gold and silver. I made some nice profit just then because the markets were volatile. I just came out of the trades because I'm in profit. Don't know what's going to happen. It could drop further. So it made sense just to get out just before, as soon as I knew what the news was. Because the news potentially was going to push gold down if the non-farm payroll and unemployment results were positive. And non-farm payroll was positive, which means that I had to get out. Now gold is back up to 1787, you see, so it might be a quick flash down and up again, but we'll see. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a good day.